My name's Danny Diliberto, founder of Ladles of Love. It was founded back in 2014. Communities we work with are all over the peninsula, and we're working with 138 beneficiaries now. We've grown exponentially. We've been able to do that because of all the kindness that we have experienced from individuals and corporates such as Interbet, who just want to be part of the change.
Yeah, when it comes to quality of the field, this is one of the races that I'll be looking forward to. Your last chance to play a double as well, if that's the bet that you fancy. Race number 7 at Hollywood Bets Gravel, where we're on the poly track. It's a merit-rated 85 handicap, and the distance is 1,200 meters. The race that'll be closing off Jackpot 1. Lots of form to work around, but I think the horse that's will keep most interested here is Dean Canamay's runner, Mr. Master Starter. Now, I will just briefly go through his form lines down in Cape Town. Of course, we know that he came with a very good run prior to his debut in the province, finishing 5th behind a certain Gem King. And Gem King, I mean, Devon, that horse has just gone from strength to strength, hasn't he, for Pit State?
Yeah, he's a smashing looking horse. And the fact that Richard Fourie stuck with him as well is a very good indication.
He's won the first 2 legs of that series, the Triple Crown, as we've come to know, in Cape Town, the Victory Moon and the Legal Eagle Stake over the weekend, both sponsored by World Sports Betting. And the way he won over the weekend, I mean, wow, that was a good run from off the speed.
Yeah, it was very impressive, these. When I watched that race live, and I had a close look at the form, and there was so much of talk for the favourite, that was Future Prince.
Yes.
And there was so much of stable confidence from the yard that I thought that the horse would turn the form around. He looked well in the parade ring, but I was very impressed by Pete Stein's horse.
And now the third leg of that Triple Crown down in Cape Town, it looks to be his to lose, the way he quickened.
100%. And Richard Fourie will obviously probably partner him again, and they'll be looking to go for it.
Yeah, I think he deserves his airtime. We mentioned this horse came with a good run behind Gem King from that form line. Blizzard has won Ticket to Ride, a subsequent winner as well. And then he debuted in the province, and he came to the province with a rating of 84. It was over 1,400 meters, and he made it look easy. Start to finish, just in a manner like a good horse should. And of course, the betting was there. So for those guys that took the 41, they were all smiles. I see his rating has now gone up from an 84 to a 90, and he drops to a 1,200. Now we're seeing a lot of horses that we've been discussing throughout the show that are dropping in distance. Can they get it right? This horse, Mr. Master Starter, the way he raced last time out over 7 furlongs, I think same tactics over 1,200.
Yeah, no, definitely, Deez. It'll be very interesting to see how he handles that rating hike now. But Dean Canamay obviously knows what he's doing. This is a young horse. He's only a 3-year-old. He is lightly raced, and there's no doubt that they're going to repeat those kind of tactics. He does carry 61 kgs, but this combination, they're in hot form, and he is my narrow first choice, and probably a little bit of value at 4-1 as well. It's not often you see favourites trading at 4-1, and you can be a little bit confident with him.
Off the balance?
I like number 8, African Skyline. I know that he was beaten by Mr. Master Starter in his last start, but he was gelded on the 20th of January. He's had 2 runs now after being gelded. Does have a little bit of a wide draw, but I definitely think he's a massive player here.
And he's 2 kgs better off at the weights, which will bring him closer to Mr. Master Starter. Now, Desolate Rose is the horse that it's solid form, and he enjoys the poly.
100%. If you look at his form, he's extremely consistent lengthwise, and you cannot discount a horse like this. It's got the apprentice aboard, taking the 2.5 kgs off. He's trading at 5-1. You've got to throw number 6, Desolate Road, in. Another runner that I quite like as well, just going back here, is number 1, Mallorca Palace. This is currently trading at 17-2. He's got a plum draw, Khumalo aboard. He's going to give it a very, very strong ride. I know that this is over 1,200, but look at his last start. He ran 3rd, 1.75 lengths behind Proud Master, who is in the same race. You can include a few here if you go through the form. There's many runners with form.
Yeah, Proudmaster is one that helped to pay a few bills last time out at generous odds. In fact, 10-1 was the price. And yeah, he got the better of just a guy thing that he meets again, and it's got a poor draw. And we'll see how Proudmaster goes now with this rating of 85. Just a guy thing you can't discount. He's in such good form. He's an honest horse. He'll put in a solid performance. You'll get a run for your money. But I think they're all going to have to beat number 9, Mr. Master Starter. So either you're going to banker Mr. Master Starter in your exotics. I personally think he's a good thing for the place accumulator. Apologies, I wanted to give you a bit more confidence with the jackpot and the pick 6, but I just have some respect for the locals here, especially over this 1,200 meter trip on the surface. But I think Mr. Master Starter, in summarizing, is no doubt the horse to beat.
Yeah, he is my narrow first selection, but I am going to be playing it a little bit wide. I do give a few other runners a chance, and just touching on number 11, just a guy thing again, even though he's drawn wide, when you watch him race, is the horse that can do some work in a race, and you think that he's not going to finish. But I don't know where he finds it from. He just powers home. I've seen it before.
When you, I just want to pick your brain, when you play the exotics, like I'm just looking at a bet like the pick 6, do you stick to one perm and that is your play for the day, or you try and cover?
No, I try and cover. I usually take about 3 or 4 perms.
So
obviously depending on the card as well,
Yeah, when you say, when I use the word cover, I'm talking about the races that you got a banker in, you try and play it wider in another perm.
Yes, correct.
But if you really like to label a horse, that is going to be your play.
That's my banker for the day.
That's going to be your play. Yeah.
We don't want to know about that getting beat.
yeah. That's the way it is. Everyone's got their own style. I've played many perms with many people. I love playing perms with guys and, sharing the percentage, just for them lending their thoughts on how they see the perm. And I always say 2 minds, 3 minds, 4 minds. How many minds are better than one when it comes to putting a perm together, especially the pick 6, which is the best bet to catch, but the toughest as well. Okay, race number 7. Your favorite. It is my favorite bet as well for catching it, but for success. I've never caught an entire pick 6. I've caught percentages, but I've never had a full ticket ever. But I've caught percentages, but never a full. Have you had a full ticket pick 6?
No, not yet.
Yeah.
Hopefully soon.
Yeah, for the guys that get full tickets, multiple ticket pick 6. I've seen guys catch a pick 6 4 times. Well, I'm still waiting for that one time. Okay, race number 7. It's a wrap. Mr. Master Starter, the horse to beat.
Hi, I'm Trevor, the CEO of the same foundation. The donation we received from Interbase helped us in procuring vital, life-saving medical equipment and PPE for Tygerberg and Groote hospitals in the Western Cape. This was while the Western Cape was the epicenter of the pandemic. If you would like to get in touch or assist us in these projects, you can get hold of us on our website, which is www.samefoundation.org.za, Facebook and Instagram or LinkedIn.